In this video tutorial, I'm going to share with you how to use the cursor effects, especially the latest improvement in the CAMTASIA Studio 2022. The latest addition is on the cursor path creator, which you can see over here. So all you need to do is to start by opening your CAMTASIA. Just try to import a media, something like this, and then drag it into the timeline. And now you can see the advantage of using the cursor effect. Okay, so you can come to cursor effect over here and you can see very many effects that you can add to your video clip. Okay, for example, the first one is highlights. If you want to add a highlights to your cursor, right now it is the normal cursor. You can see during the explanation, you can see it normal, plain. Okay, this is the cursor, it's plain and normal. If you want to add the highlights to it, you just come over here to the cursor effects. You can just drag it and come down and drop it, and you can see it has just bring in the yellow highlights. You have the option to increase or decrease the radius of this circle by coming to the properties over here to your right, and this is where you have the cursor effect properties. You have, for example, the scale. You can increase or decrease the size of the cursor, okay, or you can increase or decrease the opacity of the cursor effect, the hand tool. And then you have the cursor highlights over here. The color right now is the default is set to yellow. You can change it to any color. For example, you can go to green, light green, or you can set to default, or you can do anything. If you change it to any color that you are not certain, you can always click on this undo and it's going to take it back to the default color. You can on or off the effects over here from here, and then at any given point you can increase the radius of the selection. Right now I can increase, and the opacity I can decide to reduce it so that it becomes visible. What is below it can be visible. Okay, so you can see, and when you navigate around, this is going to be the cursor highlight. It's very important when you are delivering tutorials online. You can easily navigate around, and you can increase or decrease the softness also. Okay, the edges of the highlight. Okay, you can increase or decrease the softness, or you can make it very glaring like this, or you just make it with very soft edges, and you can ease in and out the effect. You can increase the timing of the ease in and out so it becomes fully functional and with some little animation. Okay, so this is very handy when you are delivering tutorials. And let's say I don't want to have this one, or you can add another effect. For example, this magnify option, you can add it. So what happens is whenever you are adding an effect, you can see it over here. The magnify option also is added. You can increase or decrease the size from here, and you can just hover over the effect to see what will happen. So for example, when you just hover over it, you can see what happens when the cursor is going to start. You can see it just starts, and the same thing, you can preview it and you can see it at any given point when it's starting to work. You can see the magnify effect. Okay, and then the same thing goes to spotlight. So let's undo these two effects, and let's try to put the spotlights as well. You can drag it and drop it here, and you can see it diminishes everything. Only the spotlight is visible. So you have to be very certain with what clip you want to add this before you add. Okay, because everything is going to be dark except that particular spot. So this is how to add all this. The latest one, like I said, is the cursor path creator. So you drag this one and drop it in. You have the left and right option, right click option. So when you left click, what should the mouse do? Okay, so you can also drag and drop it, but you can hover over it. Okay, so this is left click, or this one. Okay, just ripple. That's the little ripple. So you can just easily drag and drop the effect, and when you left click, it's going to show in this effect. Okay, so you have this sound as well. If you left click, you can make this sound, and the same way goes to right click. You can specify what it does. Okay, you can see specify this ripple can come in as well in the right click, or you can have this effect. So all you need to do is just copy and drag and drop, and you can see it in the properties, all the features you've added, and you can play around with them very easily and nicely. Okay, so let's say we want to add the other effect, which is the cursor path creator. All you need to do, maybe we add a new media. For example, we can just, in our tutorial, we can import a media, and we can just go ahead and just drag any media of our choice, be it an image, be it a photo, be it anything. And I just want to select this and then bring it in, and we can have it over here as a picture. We can just drag it into the timeline and create it over here, and we can try to drag it to extend to some time. and we can move our cursor to that point so we'll be able to see. So right now I want to be able to show the cursor to move from myself to Wang Yang, this one to Wang Yang. You can see you just move from here, and it's the cursor effect that can give us that. So you can come to cursor effect, and you can see as you hover over it, it's just going to show you the transition as you move across. Okay, so you just drag it, the effect, and just paste it over here, for example. So one thing you should pay attention to is you can select this or you can deselect. Once you select this, you can click on the property and you have the option to do anything of your choice from here. But at this point, we just want to open it. All right, so you can see we can just click it down and you can see the effect over here. So let's see what it does. So this is it. So you can see the arrow. Okay, this is the beginning. We can just play a preview to see how the arrow is going to behave. You can see it moves quite fast from top to bottom, and I want to make it to come over here to Wang Yang. So you just click it and move it around. Okay, so this is Wang Yang, and it's going to come, for example, from Sandeep. Okay, so from Sandeep to Wang Yang, you can see. So you specify the location over here, and once you're here, you have the option to straighten the line. Okay, you can play around with the lines, curvy nature from here. You can make it a little bit curved, or you can reduce the curvy nature. Okay, from here, and you can do the same with the one at the top also. You can select here and play around with the feature. Okay, so in each case, if you play it, it's going to move according to this path that you've defined. So let's give it a preview. If you click, it's going to move quite fast, and if we increase this effect, we can extend it, and the movement or the motion is going to be very slow in nature. So let's try it. Okay, you can see it very slow in nature, okay, until it gets to the end. But the closer they are, the faster the mouse is going to be, the mouse pointer. So let's see one more time, very fast. And you can change the line type over here. Right now it's set to curve. You can make it straight line, and you can see it moves, it can move in the straight line. So let's try it and see. Okay, so straight line, very fast, and that's it. So you can put in more animations by easing in or out. For example, if you have selected both points, okay, you can select both points and you have the easing option. You can ease both, or you can ease in only, or you can ease out, or you can say none. Let's say we ease both, and it's going to give us that laggy nature, but in a very good animation. You can see it bounces a little at the end. So this is it. You can play around with this. You can make this curve a little bit more if you want, and then that's when you have the other effects, okay, that you can increase or decrease like that, and or thereabout. So you can scale the mouse and make it bigger. For example, here, if you want to make it a bit bigger, you can always do that, and you can see the mouse is now bigger, and you can see the movement. Okay, you can increase or decrease the opacity same way. You can decrease the opacity, or you make it 100%, or you can do undo. You can hit the undo button over here and everything is going to change accordingly. Or you can restore original path by just clicking on this, and it's going to go back to the original path. So this is very, very handy when you are conducting tutorials with CAMTASIA software and you want to highlight or showcase some movement or transitions across a given items, okay, in a very professional way. You can use this to show that, and you have the right click options also to add, like we have shown, and the left click option also to add. So feel free to just give it a try and see how these cursor effects can help you appear much more professional in your work. Okay, so you can have this cursor smoothing as well. You can equally use it. So feel free to just give it a try and let me know what you think in the comment section. If you have any experience with this, how was it, and is there any challenge, is there any way I can help, please let me know in the comment section. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next video. To keep enjoying videos like this, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons to stay connected to this channel for more of our very, very useful videos. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.